any tablet brand, you know, this is the gold standard, right? So Apple is here, again, with Easy Pay and bundles that no Apple store can offer. And this is a while supplies last that we are debuting today and now. Not only is the Easy Pay amazing, in your choice of either 16 gigs or 32 gigs of internal memory, this is the thinner, lighter weight, cooler, happening now, iPad Air. And we have all these choices to take you through. Not only does it come with a lifetime of premium tech support, so if you ever have a question or a problem, they'll help you navigate it and solve it for free. But amongst the tools in the bundle that you're gonna get and software are choices in prints and colors that include a keyboard. And so this is how we're gonna spend our remaining 30 minutes on a debut while supplies last that saves you over $100 of what the value of this bundle actually is, and also an Easy Pay that gets home the iPad Air for between $91 and $99. We're gonna take you through the choices so you can get ordering. And so here we go, stripe, floral, purple paisley, aqua. Again, you not only get the iPad Air, 16 or 32 gigs of internal, and the keyboard, but there's more stuff that Craig's gonna tell you get.
That screen protector is a shatter-resistant screen protector too. That's matching the color. So you see aqua with aqua there, you'll get the same color screen protector that matches your Bluetooth keyboard.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you for pointing that out.
Sure.
Gold, silver, yellow chevron. Oh, how cute, cute,
Love that,
cute, right? Gray chevron, bottom row, blue down there, black, red, purple. But the keyboard, the screen protector, and what else do you get?
And you're also going to get what we call our starter kit. So all the accessories you're going to use when you first take your Apple iPad out of the box. We're including a stand, a 6-foot USB extension cable, which is great for connecting it to a computer or charging your device. We're also going to include the set of earbuds. Earbuds do not come in the box. We include that for you. Audio splitter. I know my wife was using that today because both my girls were in the back seat for the long car ride down to the beach. The car charger, the stylus as well. So all those accessories, in addition to the keyboard and that shatter-resistant screen protector, Shawn. That shatter-resistant screen protector is so big, especially if you have kids with their hands on the iPad because they get knocked around so often.
So here's a look at the value and the bundle we put together. And easily, the biggest value out of the whole value is the lifetime of tech support for the tablet. It's worth almost $400. We're not charging you extra for that. We're just including that in the bundle. All the accessories, the shatter-resistant screen, the ultra-thin keyboard, which is awesome because now you can actually type documents without hunting and pecking on the keyboard that pops up on the touchscreen. You can actually treat your tablet like a mini laptop. The total retail value of this whole bundle is $515. That's just the bundle, the accessories, and the tech support. We haven't included into that the fact that the actual iPad Air itself costs its own amount of money. So actually, you're probably looking here at well over, I would guess, over $1,000 plus in what we've put together. And I was kind of asking you before we went live tonight, because I have an iPad.
Yes.
My husband has an iPad, my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece, who's 9, my mom, who's in her 70s. The touchscreen and the portable nature of it makes it awesome as a learning tool and entertainment tool, and even for my parents in their 70s to introduce themselves to email and the interweb, which otherwise might scare them on a desktop. But what is the iPad Air, and how is it different from the ones that most of my family members already own and use?
That's the big wow right there with the Air. When Apple went from the original series of iPads to the Air, they made it thinner and lighter than ever. It still has this beautiful 9.7-inch screen. What they noticed, if they did get one complaint about the iPad, and it's hard to believe they get a complaint about the iPad because it's such a wonderful tablet, is that holding the larger screen gets a little heavy after a while. So they said, why don't we make it thinner and easier to hold? That's why they went with this brand new design. So it's sleek. The keyboard that we're including is built for the Air. It's not built for the previous versions of the iPad. It's built for this version of it, and you're still getting all the great power and performance. So a dual-core processing chip, all the spectacular detail in the Retina screen, dual cameras rather, 1080p video quality, 5 megapixel photographs with the camera. Everything is spectacular and great, but now just in a thinner chassis that makes it lighter weight and easier to hold. You and I have done this presentation many times before, even with the original iPad, and of course, again, 650,000 iPads spoken for on QVC
tablet-wise from Apple. It is easily the #1 most sought after, most dreamed of, most wished for, most requested tablet brand. And the cool thing about QVC is that in this partnership, you can now get home Apple computers and Apple tablets for less than $100. You're going to show us all the things that you can do, but what you're looking at, that touchscreen with all the apps, that's what my mom lives for. She's on her iPad, I guarantee you right now. She does everything on it, surfs YouTube, sends emails. It is her connection to the outside world, and she is mobility challenged, so this is really the best she can do.
Yes, it starts with the screen. Actually, I had the little wrong information there. It's actually a 9.7, not a 7.9-inch screen. The dual cameras are spectacular because now you can take those selfie shots, use it for FaceTiming, also the ability to shoot 1080p video, a dual-core A7 processor chip. This screen protector, shatter resistant, Shawn. Think about all the day-to-day things you're using your iPad for. You want to have that protection. The premier tech support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A lot of times if you buy an iPad somewhere and you have a question or you want tech support, you got to take that device into the store, make an appointment, and sit down and talk with somebody. If you have a problem with your iPad with us at 3 o'clock in the morning, pick up the phone. There's somebody there at 3 o'clock in the morning to answer your calls, which is a great thing. And this screen protector that we have right here, we actually tested these inside of QVC Studios, and we dropped the iPads. I was not here for that because I would not stand there and let people drop iPads. But they dropped the iPads 26 times from a height of 4 feet. On the angles, on the side, on the face, and what they discovered is it did not crack the screen. This is going to help protect your iPad. It's not going to protect your iPad if you spike it like a football or if it falls out the car window and you drive over it. But those everyday oops moments that we all have, where your iPad's laying on your chest and it falls off the couch onto the floor, or it gets knocked off the kitchen counter, that's what this is designed for, to give you the protection. Because this is a great device. You don't want to have that cracked screen. This shatter-resistant screen protector is going to help you.
I have to tell you, the coolest thing about iPads, which is why I think everybody loves this concept so much and done brilliantly by the Apple company, is the ease and user-friendliness of being able to use this as an entertainment device. My niece and nephew constantly are watching movies on this in the back of the car, or out to dinner when you want to keep it together and you want to have an adult dinner, but you don't know what else to do because obviously the kid's melting down because the chicken fingers are not getting there quick enough. This becomes your babysitter. This is absolutely a learning aid for my teenage stepsons who are in high school. This is how now kids learn in classrooms. Half of them don't even take notes anymore. Everything is iPad based. So it's the coolest thing. And even my dad, as I said, my mom and dad, they're in their late 70s. My dad checks his stocks, reads the Wall Street Journal, and my husband sits in bed, you know, at the end of every long day at night, checks his email, texts with his sons. It is the greatest thing ever. By the way, if you're at all wondering how I'm doing this, this is not included, but I highly recommend getting one. It's the iRing. I love the iRing.
That's available on QVC.com. That's a really nice way to hold your phone or to hold your tablet as well. It actually has a little glue on the back that suction cups or actually attaches to your iPad. And then that's a nice little neat way to hold it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
You
Very
like
cool.
that?
Okay, again, stripe, floral, purple paisley, and then this is going to be the aqua. That's just the top row. All of these are available on 6 easy payments. No Apple Store can do that. All of these come with a lifetime of US-based premier tech support. No Apple Store can match that. All of these come with an accessory bundle that includes that tech support and the keyboard and the scratch break resistant cover. What are we calling it?
Shatter resistant screen protector.
Screen protector. And that whole bundle in and of itself without the iPad is over $500 in value. Gold, silver, yellow chevron, gray chevron, final bottom row at a while supplies value, last value that saves you over $100 from the price that it should be. Blue, black, red, and purple. What do you want to show me?
We're going to show you? Yeah. Actually, a cool feature that we have here with the iPad, and you actually saw it on my screen there for a second. I'm trying to hook it back up, is the ability for all the Apple devices to connect with one another, which I think is spectacular. So there's actually something that we're including as well. It's an additional purchase, but it's called Apple TV. And what that does, that gives you the ability to connect with your iPad onto a screen behind you. So we're going to try to do that demonstration a little bit later, but it's really cool because what it can do is now you can take anything that's currently on your iPad and actually throw it up on a big screen television set. So coming up a little bit later during this presentation, we're going to show you how to do that. But what's really neat about all the Apple universe is that whether it's the phone connecting to your watch or whether it's the iPad connecting to Apple TV, all these devices communicate with one another and communicate easily. That's why when you look at an iPad, this tablet, it just is smoother than the other tablets that are out there because it has its own operating system. The dual-core processing chip is designed to work exclusively with these Apple products. And how easily and seamlessly do they do that? Well, take a look at this. I'm actually going to look at some photographs here on my iPad.
Aww.
And as we move back, as we are going to show you a little bit later, this is the kind of stuff you can do and just zip around. There's a nice picture of Stacy Stauffer. Look at how seamlessly and easy it is for me to zoom in and zoom out and swipe from photo to photo. That's because you have a chip here that's designed exclusively for the Apple device. All the great apps, all the cool stuff is right there. You want to see the barbecue picture again? Yeah, Shawn's on the barbecue picture.
Hey, where was this barbecue? And
this
why
was at
wasn't I there?
Kirsten's house. This is Kirsten. There's Alberti.
Oh.
There's Rachel. There's Kirsten. There's Brian Wade, who's on QVC quite a bit.
That's fascinating.
This is Kirsten's friend. I forget her name, and I apologize for that.
I don't remember getting that invitation.
Yeah, I don't think I got the invite either. I got the picture of the barbecue. We didn't get the invite to the barbecue.
I didn't even get the
Where's
picture.
Lindquist? Let's get her on the phone right now. Pipe her in. I'm going to call her on the Apple Watch.
Hey, speaking of picture, I took one. How do you feel about this?
That's not a glamour shot.
Is that not your good side?
That's not, well, neither side. My good side's usually the darker side from a distance.
iPads have a front and rear-facing camera, right?
Dual cameras.
Which is why you can also Skype on them.
You can Skype and you can FaceTime as well. FaceTime, we talked about all the proprietary technology. A really cool thing is FaceTime. That allows you to video chat with anybody else who has another Apple device. So whether they have a MacBook Pro, a MacBook Air, they can have an iPad, they can have an iPhone. Have that video chat with the people you know and love. Don't just have that telephone call, see their face when you're talking to them.
No doubt. Okay, all of these apps, I'm just going to scroll through this because they're, I mean, I can't imagine by now you don't know what an app is because, you know, everybody does the apps, whether it's for entertainment or for sports or for health or for learning or for shopping or for, I mean, I could go on. And so there are countless options for apps. And that really is your gateway into a world of huge entertainment and education and discovery. And so, where are you going?
I'm taking a walk.
Should I follow?
Oh, you can hang out there.
Oh, I should hang here? Okay.
Well, you were mid-sentence. I didn't want to interrupt
I'll follow you.
This
I'll follow.
This is the cool thing I was talking about before.
Here?
This is what Apple TV is all about.
Oh.
And again, this is an additional purchase we currently have on QVC.com. But what's neat about this is you have the ability to do something that's called mirroring. So what you do is you'll connect wirelessly between your tablet and your television set, and everything I'm looking at now on my tablet is playing onto my TV. Now, Shawn, do me a favor. Hold my iPad for a second.
Yeah.
Because I want to show people what the Apple TV actually is. It's this little box that you have right here. So it's a small box that will plug into your television set.
We have that, yep.
With an HDMI cable, comes with the remote control as well. What's neat about this, in addition to being able to mirror everything off your iPad onto the screen, you can also get access to the Apple Store for your favorite television shows, for some of your favorite movies as well. So what it is now, Apple's giving you the ability to, you can cut the cord if you want to. If you don't want to have that cable bill every month.
Look, we can look at that photo again and be so
those
sorry
photos
about
up
how we
there.
weren't invited, but now we can do it on the big screen.
Now we can feel even worse about ourselves because Kirsten didn't invite us to the barbecue.
They look really cute, though.
So this is neat, too. So it's for movies, it's for television shows, any app that you have on here. If you were playing a game, for instance, and you wanted the whole family to join in.
Is that you?
That's a picture of my daughter and I. That's got to be about, gosh, that's got to be like 6 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I can't pick her up like that.
Wait, is this Jennifer?
That's my wife, Jennifer, and that's our oldest daughter, rather, when she is just a little peanut. She just turned 8 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
She is not that little. That's our dog, Danico. He passed away last summer, unfortunately.
Not
but
a good
he was
topic.
a great
Sorry.
dog. He was a great dog.
Oh, wait, look. Hang on. Is it sinking? It's not sinking.
It
Hold
may
on.
not. It may have lost the connection there
darn
for a
it.
second.
Okay, anyway.
We've got so many wires here in the studio.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
it's tough for us to keep the connection with the Apple TV. It's much more seamless at your house.
I mean, honestly, guys, I don't mean to sound a little, snobby, but in reality, I think most people, like anyone that's dreaming of wanting a tablet, which is far more versatile than even a laptop, anyone that dreams of owning one, I think first and foremost, it's kind of like when you need a painkiller. You don't say, hey, can you please hand me a painkiller? You say, give me a Tylenol.
Yes.
Like, it's just the first place that you go.
You want to make a copy and make a Xerox.
Right.
That's what you do.
And so in reality, I think most people, if they had their druthers, when they want a tablet, they want an Apple. But the reason why they don't go for it and they go for the more affordable choices is because the choices that are more affordable, they can actually manage to purchase because the price is low enough because they have to pay for it all at once. 32 gigs here is the most limited. There's also a 16 gig if you choose, but the real wow here is not only are you saving over $100 on a bundle that we've put together that includes accessories and the lifetime premier tech support and the iPad itself, but when this quantity of these choices in that bundle and that savings is gone, it's gone. And we also have put it on the Easy Pay that now, if you couldn't walk into an Apple store and afford an Apple iPad Air, you can, because it's only less than $100 to get it home. So why wouldn't you, Apple? Come on.
It's the premier tablet out there. We're showing you all the great colors we have here. You're noticing the difference there too in the prices. The difference is the amount of storage. So we say 16 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes. That all comes down to how much storage do you want to have in your iPad. So you mentioned how your mom uses the iPad all the time. My mom absolutely loves the iPad. We got her an older version a couple of years ago. So for someone like my mom, she's only going to store a couple hundred photographs. She's not going to download and store movies on her tablet. For her, 16 gigabytes is plenty. But if you're like me and you want to have 2 or 3 movies constantly on your iPad, where you're not renting them, you're not streaming them off of Netflix or another streaming site, but you're actually storing them on your device, then you're probably going to want the larger storage capacity. So that's kind of the difference there if you're kind of going back and forth between 16 or 32. If you can't make the decision, I say go with the 32 because you can't add storage down the road.
Agreed.
It's always nice to have a little extra closet space.
Yep.
A couple extra cabinets in the kitchen. It's always nice to have a little extra storage on your iPad. So that's why I say if you can't quite make the decision, go with a little bigger one at 32.
Hey, Bud, can you walk us through the choices,
Sure.
and then when you're done, go over to the bundle and what is included?
You just want to take 10 minutes off, is that?
Or I'll do the choices and you can talk about the bundle. All
I'll
right.
tell you all the colors.
Here's
I'm
the
just
choices.
busting your
No,
chops.
I'm
Come
doing
on,
it now.
Killinger.
I'm doing it.
Oh, you're.
I'm doing it. The stripes. I love the stripe.
The stripe is really cool.
I mean, frankly, the prints are cool, man. And if you have a teen or
it looks like
tweener,
a cabana kind of thing, isn't it?
it's so awesome. If you have a college ager, I mean, I am telling you what, while supplies last, and this Easy Pay, Christmas happens now, and then just put it in the closet till later. Floral.
Floral's nice too.
For
really
a girl,
like that floral.
for
That's
a
great.
cute tweener girl. Purple paisley. My niece would go bananas for that. Here's aqua, or as I like to call it, Tiffany blue.
Does not come with a box though.
No, it
does not
doesn't.
come with that Tiffany
Frankly,
blue box.
this is a little better than jewelry in my book. Gold, silver. Again, how fun are the chevrons?
Those are really cool.
They are really
They're unique
cool.
as well.
I've never even seen, does Apple even do prints like this?
No, you know what's neat is most of the electronics out there that you buy, they're silver, white, or black. That's
This
typically
is super
that's
cool.
what electronic manufacturers do. They keep them sleek and simple. Add some personality. Add some
Totally.
fun to your iPad.
Yellow and gray
Yellow
chevron.
and gray chevron,
And then
yes.
bottom row blue, black, red, and purple. I just want to sneak around back because I'm just curious if the prints are
Sure.
on back. No, it's
No,
just
they're not
the
on the back.
silver
They're
apple.
all
I was just
on the
curious.
front is what we're looking at here. But then we include the screen protector as well. So if you are going that floral choice, you'll get the screen protector in floral as well. So it's a nice, great partnership there. It's going to look like a laptop when you open it up with the design, whatever design you want. And I just love it because it gives you personality with electronics. A lot of times we don't get that. We do with this Bluetooth keyboard and shatter-resistant screen protector.
So this is a hot pick on the day. And because we've partnered it with our highest Easy Pay, so now you can get an Apple home for less than $100. And we've partnered it with that bundle.
All this stuff,
that
too,
plus
yes.
the Premier Tech support is worth over $500. This is a smoking hot deal. If sold separately, is conservatively $880, upwards to $950, depending on the internal memory that you choose. Here is just a look at the bundle with the Premier Tech support and all the gadgets, not to mention the iPad itself. So can you walk us through real quick
Yes.
the little gadgets?
I'd be happy to, and I
Thank
won't give
you.
you a hard time this time about it.
Well,
So-
I mean, I can walk you through these, but it'll take 5 times as long as you because I'll call them what I'm not supposed to. I'll wonder what it is.
You'll have some fun. What I like about these are all accessories that you don't typically get in the box with the Apple iPad
Oh,
Air.
wait. Is this free shipping and handling?
We have that as well.
I didn't know that. Really?
Hey, Shawn, we've got free shipping and handling.
I don't know about that. Oh, you guys have something that was queued up that I thought you were going to have me read.
The wrong thing
Anyway,
on screen?
okay, so
No,
what are these things? What are
So
these?
these are all accessories you're going to use on a regular basis. So we're going to have a 6-foot USB extension cable. We're going to include a stylus, which looks like a pen, but has a rubberized tip on the bottom. This is really cool. If you don't want to put your fingers on the screen, you can actually navigate the screen just by tapping the stylus on the screen. So a really cool feature that we have here as well. We're going to include the car charger, a set of earbuds, audio splitter, and what the iPad is resting in right here is a stand. I love the stand. This is a great thing, especially for foodies out there, because there's so many applications that can give you cool recipes that you're going to want to have your iPad in the kitchen. You can have this in the vertical or the horizontal position, however you want it to work best for you. And it's a nice way to be a little hands-free with your iPad, be able to look at that great 9.7-inch screen without having to hold it in your hands.
It's so great. Okay, so what else can you show me?
How about taking some pictures?
You want to? I will.
love taking pictures.
Can we take selfies on this?
We can take selfies, but there's actually 2 cameras on here, which I think is a really cool thing. So actually I'm going to step in front here, Shawn. And the dual cameras, what you have here is the ability to take snapshot photographs, but you also have the ability to shoot video as well. So what I like about it, it's very simple for anybody to take great pictures. And as Shawn moves around there a little bit, you're noticing you get this little yellow square that pops up. What that is, that's autofocus. You tap on what you want to focus. So I want to focus obviously on Shawn, and then on this little menu here on the left-hand side, I can decide whether I want to shoot a video or take a photo of Shawn. And to take the picture, think about the days on how complex those cameras used to be. You used to figure these out. Now you just tap your finger on the screen. There we go. Take some snapshots of Shawn. Another cool thing, Shawn?
Yes.
Do me a favor, hold the pose for a second. And what's neat about this, if I just press and hold that button, look what happens here. Ready? You can hear it. It goes into burst mode for you automatically. So now I have a whole slew of photographs of Shawn. What's neat about that?
Here. Oh, go. What's neat about that? Sorry.
What's neat about that is how many times have you tried to take the family photo and there's always one person being goofy or one person who has their eyes closed or whatever it is. Now you can get that burst mode, take multiple photographs, save the one you want, get rid of the rest of them.
All right, come here.
Very easy to use.
With the apples in the background.
Okay.
Ready?
Take
Where's the camera? Okay.
Press the button right there.
1, 2, 3. Did I do it right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm afraid to show it.
Tap the picture. Yeah, turn around.
You look a little better than I do in that photo.
Not really.
I'm going to do the little double chin thing.
I want to show people how to do that as well. So I actually have the camera set up on mine. Naturally, the camera is going to point away from you.
Yes.
It's going to use the one camera that points the other direction. The second camera is located right here on the face. If you ever wondered how do I turn that camera around, in the upper right-hand corner, you have a little icon. Looks like a camera with a set of arrows around it. If I tap that, that's where it goes into selfie mode, right there. And the camera's going to point right back in your direction, so I can take all those selfies. I want to turn it around, take some pictures of Shawn. It's that simple. That's what Apple does a spectacular job at, is they make everything simple and intuitive. So just taking pictures, opening apps. If people have ever thought, you know what, technology is not for me, I can't figure out this stuff, that's not the truth with Apple. Apple makes everything intuitive and simple, especially when you're using the iPad.
Let me also just comment, because my mom and dad have been spending a lot of time hanging out in the Pennsylvania area with Joe and I at our house.
Nice.
My mom always brings her iPad. She's on it 24/7. She's mobility challenged. She can't travel anymore. So she goes to London, she goes to Paris, she goes to art museums, all by way of YouTube and her computer. She's constantly emailing. She texts through her iPad. I mean, this was a woman that until about 3 or 4 years ago, before she got an iPad for Christmas, was so terrified of the concept of keyboards and computers and desktop and laptops. She wanted no part of it. This has 1,000% changed her life. But when she has a problem, okay, then they have to make an appointment at the Apple store. And my dad's got to get her in the wheelchair, and they have to go, and there's lines and crowds, and inevitably the appointments run late, and then they're there, and there's a whole thing, and whatever, and then they have to get to the mall, which is 45 minutes away. That premium tech support, where all you have to do is, with your iPad, call the Apple people for free. They help you out. No doubt they can even take over wirelessly the control of your Apple and help you figure out the problem. That premier tech support is worth so much time and money, because you're now not making a Genius Bar appointment to have your Apple, figured out or repaired, or, assuming it's an easy fix, they can do it by phone for you.
Your mom ever want to go to Los Angeles?
No.
No? Well,
she's not a California hot person.
There's Dodger Stadium. You talk about the ability to go places with your iPad. This is the Maps feature that's built in. And Frank upstairs just made a very bad joke for Phillies fans. He said, if you're looking at Dodger Stadium, you can see Chase Utley and Jimmy Rollins, who were just recently...
I don't get it.
Well, they used to play for the Phillies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And now they play for the Dodgers. But this is a really cool feature, the fact the Maps application, it's not a regular map. Regular maps just give you this view, the bird's eye view. I can scroll up and go like this with 3D features and actually get a 3D view of places like Dodger Stadium. You want to look at the Eagle Stadium, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. You want to look at the Rome Coliseum. You want to look at anything you want to look at around the world. You can do it right here in the palm of your hand, which is so much easier than hopping on that plane, right?
1,000%. It's a lot cheaper too.
A little bit cheaper. The airfare is pretty much free when you zip around the map, sir. I promise you that.
I hate to keep coming back to it, but my niece and nephew who are like 4 and 9, almost to be 10, this is a huge entertainment tool for them. We can't go to a restaurant without the iPad because this is the only way Trip, who's 4, gets through that dinner, because otherwise it's meltdown city. And this is what Sloan, who's almost 10 now, and it's not Meltdown City because she's old enough to keep it together, but she loves getting on there and playing American Girl games and watching Frozen and all these great movies. So this is for kids. This is awesome. And by the way, we're still super, super limited in 32 gigabytes. 16 gigs is also an opportunity. If you save a lot of photos or music, or you plan to over time, I would absolutely, just for a little extra money, go for the biggest internal memory, but that's just me. While supplies last are just that. While the quantity and bundle we have lasts. And when these colors and prints sell out, this Easy Pay, it's all gone. It's done. It's a bummer, but then bye-bye. And the Premier Tech Support, you're probably better to kind of expand on that than I am. It's forever.
It's forever. As long as you own the tablet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is kind of a simulation that we have right here. What I love about it is anytime you have that question, somebody is there, your initial point of contact based right here in the good old US of A, and they're going to answer. What I like about it, Shawn, is some of the simple questions when you're first getting started. How do I connect the Wi-Fi? How do I set up multiple email accounts? The Bluetooth connection between the iPad and the keyboard. They're going to help you with that. But as you get more advanced with the iPad, a year from now, 2 years from now, when you're like, hey, how do I print off of this thing? How do I move apps around? They're going to be there for you as well. And this is a sampling of some of the customers who've been using Premier PC and tablet support here through QVC. They love this company. They've given us some great reviews on their experience with the tech support.
Yeah, the tech support is superb. They are very interested in you, capital letters, and they stick with you until the issue is solved. Another one says, I've had to use PC support a couple of times, and they are wonderful. I am so impressed that they take so much time with you and are extremely knowledgeable. They are, without question, the very best. That's the worst part. If you or someone you're gifting this to is not a techie, it is so paralyzing when you have any amount of trouble, even if it's user error, not the iPad's error, because you realize that the only fix is getting on the line with Apple, paying for the help, going all the way to the mall if you have an Apple store near you, paying for the help or waiting for the Genius Bar appointment or having to do it on their schedule, and it's a whole hot mess. So now, without leaving your house, you've got the help for the lifetime of the tablet. Up top, the choices on a while supplies last value that actually debuted today and saves you over $100. This is the stripes, this is the floral, purple paisley, this is aqua. I'm gonna start, just drop down here, it's easier, right? Sorry. Gray chevron, yellow chevron, silver, gold, and then drop right beneath that. That's the navy, that's the black, that's the red, that's the purple. And now, sir, what do you get with it?
All the accessories as well. In addition to the tech support, we're going to include a stand for you, a 6-foot USB extension cable, stylus, car charger, something simple just like this. Think about this, Shawn. When you open the Apple iPad box, there's no earbuds in there.
No.
That usually blows people away. They're like, what do you mean I don't get earbuds? You don't get earbuds with the iPad. We include that and an audio splitter. I can't tell the story enough. My wife drove down to the Jersey Shore from the Philadelphia area today. If you're doing that on Labor Day weekend, you're crazy because there's all kinds of traffic. She had both my daughters and the dog in the back seat. Thankfully, she had movies to watch on the iPad. They used the audio splitter with their headphones. They were able to listen to the movie, enjoy the movie. They did not drive my wife nuts while they were driving down the beach, which is a big difference maker. That's just one of those accessories we include.
So here is that accessory bundle along with the premium tech support, which obviously for the lifetime of that tablet is the biggest value here. It's almost $400 worth just for that. So when you add up all the accessories and the tech support, just that bundle alone is pretty much the cost of the whole item that we're offering you tonight, which includes the iPad Air itself, which we haven't even priced out on your screen. So if that makes sense, whether you use 16 or 32 gigs, this bundle right here plus premium tech support is about the price of what we're charging for this bundle and your choice of colors or prints in the iPad Air. But this has been really fun, and I'm not even a techie.
That was a fun hour. I know you loved that watch, didn't you? That Apple Watch is that was a cool way to start the hour.
Whoever Jennifer is, tell her thanks for texting us.
Well, Jennifer's my wife, but
whoever Kim is.
I don't know who Kim is. I'm not certain. I'm going to find out. In about 30 seconds, I'm making a phone call.
Thank you.
Thanks for a fun hour, Shawn.
Okay, guys, so that was an hour of Apple. QVC.com is where we take you to check out what you missed. You can shop the show. You can shop other things for sure. And how about this? Speaking of shopping, for a limited time, all electronics are on Easy Pay. 3 easy payments, all Windows 10 computers on sale. All of these offers expire tomorrow, which is Monday, Labor Day, at midnight. So don't